Okay, hello and welcome to Sue's Quick and Easy, where I am not following the recipe as usual, and we'll just see how it turns out. This is my experiment. It came about because one night I wanted to have stir fry, Robert wanted to have casserole, so I thought stir fry casserole. I looked up a recipe, found out right prior to the show that I think I'm doing everything on this wrong, so I will print on the description bar the full recipe the real way. But this is an experiment to see if I can take my mistake and make it right. So the recipe calls for, and I greased my casserole dish, you're supposed to have 2 cups of instant rice, which this is not, so I'm just going to have to adjust the cooking time for myself to make sure that this cooks all the way through. Okay, then what you want to do is you want to take about a couple cups of your favorite type of meat and put that on there. This just happens to be a spiral cut smoked ham. Got a good ham deal one day, so that's what I'm using for this. And then you just want to add whatever kind of vegetables you want. We are using frozen broccoli, so we'll see how that works out. You can use the mixed vegetables that they put in stir fries or whatever you like. 1 can drained of watered chestnuts. That's going to go on top. I'm not a big fan of this, but my hubby likes it, so we'll do it. 1 can of mushroom stems and pieces, drained. Put that on top of there. And the recipe calls for this to be cooked at 375 for 20 minutes if you have instant rice, which I don't, so I'm going to cook it for an hour at 375 and see if it'll work out. Okay, then the recipe calls for, if I can find it here real quick. You're supposed to, let's see here, I can't find it, so I'll just try to go by memory. You're supposed to put in a can of chicken broth. This happens to be the mushroom broth when I was doing the mushrooms a while back. And then you want to add some, this is soy sauce, a less sodium variety. You want to add some of that to it. Some chopped garlic. And some all-natural sesame oil. I love this stuff. And I did not pre-open this one. That sucks because it's going to be hard to open. But I'll try to get it open here for a minute. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Kindle and wet fingers don't work very well, so I was trying to scroll, it wasn't working, I couldn't get this sesame oil open. I'm all good now. Now the sauce mixture, what you want is 1/4 of a cup of soy sauce, 1 garlic clove, I used the chopped garlic, and 1/2 to 3/4 teaspoons of ginger. Ooh, okay. It's so little, it went back there, and it just kind of stayed. So you're going to want 1/2 to 3/4 teaspoon of ground ginger. There we go. And this adds a really nice Asian flavor to it. And because I love soy sauce or sesame oil, this is not called for in the recipe, but I think it just adds a really great flavor to whatever. So I'm adding some sesame oil. Okay. So I'm just going to stir this sauce mixture. I have never done a stir-fry casserole, so this is an experiment in more ways than one. So I'm just going to pour this. The neighbors' dogs are going crazy. I'm just going to pour this over my casserole. And like I said, I'm not following the directions too well, so I don't know how exactly it'll come out. Bunch of garlic that just clumped out. I gotta distribute that. Okay, so I'm going to put mine. Ooh, all the garlic and the sesame oil, but it smells lovely. The mixture of the garlic and the sesame oil together, it's just like, I hear something. I hear something. It might just be the voices in my head, but I hear something. Okay, so since I'm not using instant rice, I'm going to put this in a 375-degree oven for 1 hour. If you are following the directions and using instant rice, it'll only be 20 minutes at 375. So I will be back and we'll try this experiment out and see how it turns out. Well, this is the finished product straight out of the oven, so it's still piping hot. I really do hope that the rice got done, and it looks like it did. And it has, you know, the sauce has made it a nice brown color, and it's looking pretty good, so we'll just give it a taste test here. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's good. It won't replace traditional stir fry in your life. But if you have a craving for stir fry and casserole, whoops, and spitting rice all over yourself, give this dish a chance. Give this dish a chance. Thank you, and join me next time on Sue's Quick and Easy. Bye.